For someone who wants to be successful in PR, what are the sort of 2 or 3 things that they can do to be able to be successful in that field?
I believe whether you're a CEO, an entrepreneur, a board member, or someone who's just leaving corporate and wants to jump into being an entrepreneur, right? Being their own boss. I think the power of your story, you don't need a publicist for this, by the way. You don't need a publicist for this at all. You just need to own who you are, right? So if you break down the patterns in your life and you really look at the strengths and the challenges, I don't think that when you go out and write your LinkedIn bio, for instance, it's all about your wins. It's about how you actually overcame challenges as well. Because what you want to do is you want a hook where people are like, oh, me too, or I want to discover a little bit more about that. So I'll give an example. When you're building a brand, of course you're building an empire, but in the same instance, when you take people on a journey, you're going to have more opportunity when you give fast facts that people don't know about you. So for instance, when I was writing my LinkedIn bio, we put in there, and I got married for the first time at 46. Now the internet is so wrong. It's like, who's Tory's first husband? Like, you can Google it, comes up in America and Australia. It like shits me from beyond. So I was like,
ChatGPT is revealing it.
So I said to myself, if I just put in my bio, I got married at 46, but hey, guess what? I started my first business at 24. These are the brands I attracted. These are the results. These are the challenges, which means how can I help you? But hey, here's a fun fact about me. Guess how many DMs I get from women in high-profile corporate roles who are not married in their 40s, who haven't had children, or a single mum and struggling? That, out of everything, they don't give a shit about what I've created. They're just like, oh, that's me too. How can I understand more of this journey? So what you're doing is you're giving people a hook. The second thing is coffee date a lot. Like, if you want to be profiled in a Forbes, an Entrepreneur, an Inc. magazine, it's really important that you get engaged with the writers and you understand what they're writing about. So again, use LinkedIn, use Instagram, be visible, take into consideration what they're writing. How does that relate to you? And then just ask them for a coffee date. Hey, I'd like to connect. I'd like to meet. That's where the best relationships are. But if you go in from a cold call perspective, the answer is going to be no, because it's not going to be an energy match because you've shown them no love. So it's the same as maybe someone going, hey, James, I want to be on your podcast, or hey, Tory, I want to be on your podcast. And I know that they don't communicate with my community. I know they don't follow me. I know they don't engage me. I also know they haven't listened to my podcast. So why would that be a yes? It's going to be a no.